Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets. It's Monday morning. That means it's time for another edition brought to you by Blackout Coffee and the Monday Morning Grind. Today's information, first off, I did an appeal to YouTube, or I actually chatted with them yesterday to see what's going on with the silver play button. They told me a couple weeks ago it would be 21 days and I would have the answer. It's been longer than that, so I reached out to them, just said, hey, what's going on? Just wanted to know if you could tell me status, and they moved it up to, they expedited it to the awards team, and which is good, I think, which means we have a shot at getting it, but my numbers have been dipping since. I don't know if they're related. Maybe it's just me conspiracy theory believing, but today's news, you're going to be probably a little upset, so I want you to make sure you like this. You're not liking the bad news, you're liking that the channel is bringing you good stuff. Please forward this to your friends, families, Facebook groups, everything you can do to help get as many people to see this as possible. And why am I saying this out front? Because A, you should subscribe to the channel, but B, this is about what the FBI has been doing lately behind everybody's backs related to social media and red flag bills. Now I got a report here that I've been working on for the last couple of days to put together. So I'm going to read some of this stuff, and because I don't want to screw up the way these quotes are or the way this timeline goes. So early in July, the FBI posted a solicitation notice for a, quote, social media alert subscription. Now this social media alerting subscription would require the services of a company to proactively identify and reactively monitor threats to the United States and its interests through means of online sources. Now, yeah, some people would say, that sounds pretty good. You're just going to want to listen to the rest of this, though. The specific request from the FBI singles out Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and other social media platforms for snooping. So this was July, so they're already in your stuff. They have been anyway in certain programs, but this is specific for red flag stuff. In essence, the FBI is asking some technology companies to come forward and build a tool that can comb through, quote, lawfully accessed social media posts and pinpoint possible threats ahead of time. Whew, Minority Report stuff. We saw the bill that I already talked about. It's called the TAPS Act. Watch that video floating above my head. Now the FBI is looking to create an online tool that will scour all of your posts and let them know if you could be somebody they need to come lock up for something that you posted, even though it could have been a meme. Now it's the popular thing because the sheep don't know any better, and the politicians say this is an easy way for us to take people off the street who shouldn't have firearms. They could be a risk to themselves or others. Not to mention that it violates so many of our constitutional rights. In fact, I'll have another video coming probably tomorrow about exactly how the red flag violates our Bill of Rights. But this is going to exasperate the red flag ideas here within the federal government. We already know that we have politicians pandering for them, both on both sides of the aisle. Okay, and this is only going to push those efforts. So a positive identification with this tool the FBI probably is already using would allow law enforcement to target and even disenfranchise social media owners whose posts may have been merely misinterpreted. What does that mean? So, say for instance, gun channels, myself and others. We post pictures, we pass out news, which would probably be alerted in this system because it's a picture of a gun. So those people who are simply posting pictures of firearms or memes, or who are patriotic, or who believe in fighting for the Constitution and for America, could be red flagged based off of a meme or a social media post. Now, I will say that the FBI's proposed red flag tool, or whatever they're going to call this thing, it says that it's not going to seek access to private messages or other hidden data. Yeah, okay. But rather it would scrape all sources of your public posts. Now, on the flip, the social media companies are pissed off. The reason being is many, if not all, because I didn't sit down and read all of their data and rules and regulations and stuff like that. But many of them have explicit bans on building these type of tools to farm data or farm intelligence off of their platforms. And like I said, other agencies already do this type of thing. The Department of Homeland Security, if you apply for a visa here in the US, then they automatically start searching your Facebook, your Twitter, and stuff like that to see basically what type of person you are. And it's not just here. Germany has a tool that's similar, as does the European Union. Now, the FBI has said that this system will, quote, ensure that all privacy and civil liberties compliance requirements are met, end quote. All while trying to scour everything you post to red flag you, which violates your constitutional rights. How's that work? Now, while we might not hear about it, I guarantee there are going to be a lot of false positives and errors here with this system, because, like I said, you post a meme that shows Mel Gibson, charging forward from the Patriot. And they could say, well, this guy looks like he's gonna do something. He's charging people to war, for the resistance, and they could red flag you because you put up a meme. What has this country become? And to further lead credence to this false positive thing that I just said, Twitter. There was a study not too long ago on Twitter's algorithm, and they could only accurately gauge the user's political stance based on their posts about 1/3 of the time. So if Twitter's algorithm, and Twitter probably is better at this than our government, and that's not saying much, but if Twitter can only get it right about 33% of the time, the government's going to be worse. So that means there's going to be significant chances that somebody is going to lose their constitutional rights without due process because of a social media post that the government is farming. That sounds totally cool, right? We should definitely allow that to happen. And the worst thing is that the country right now is salivating for red flags. They're trying to force them in every state. They're trying to force it in at the federal level. They're trying to bait and switch in certain bills. We'll give you money, you give us a red flag. They're laws that are already on the books. They just need to be enforced. Believe me when I tell you that. The laws that do the same things are already on the books, and they don't violate due process. That's what's going on with the FBI right now. I hope you're paying attention, and I hope you like this type of news. If you do, you can help by subscribing to this channel. Hit that like button again. Hit that notification next to the subscribe button after you punch that thing to hopefully keep the notifications coming to you of when I put out new content. If you do like Second Amendment news as fast as possible, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, regardless of what state it's in, or what branch of government it's in, this is where you're going to find it, right here on the Guns and Gadgets channel. And until we see each other again, I am your humble host, Jared. I want to thank Blackout Coffee for the support of this channel, and thank my subscribers for the support of Blackout Coffee. Thank you all. Be safe, stay vigilant, carry a weapon, and be careful what memes you're posting. Take care, everybody.